The company is making a strategic investment in you for a variety of reasons. One, they want to learn your business. Two, they want to hedge their bet. And three, they want to have a little bit more control. They have to have more control than just being a consumer, being a client. And for you, their interests are theirs, not yours. And you have this fiduciary responsibility to your investors, but your investors really have, if your strategic is the investor, they have a bigger strategic fiduciary responsibility than your company. So really, you become a development arm for them.
Yeah.
What their initiatives are become your initiatives.
Yeah.
What their priorities are become your priorities. So you're sitting there every day thinking, I want to go this way. But your strategic investor is also your board member, is also the person who's written the checks. And it takes, you know, it's different when your strategic investor comes in after 2 VC rounds and has different rights and has different, and then at that point it's like, why do you need this strategic investment money? But that's a whole different conversation.
So it seems like another thing happened to you, Adam, which is a peril of strategic money, which is a venture capitalist has one objective, which is to make money. And, you know, our businesses, we typically make money on a 7 to 10, 11-year time horizon. Now, the economic cycle is shorter than that. So in order to make money over a 7, 10, 11-year time frame, we know we have to make money in good times and bad. We know we have to fund companies in good times and bad. We know that we may have 10 portfolio companies that all hit the economic cycle downturn at the same time. Not all of them are going to survive, but we can't just say, okay, well, you know, it's 2002, let's walk away. And
your strategic investors sure can.
And they do.
And they always do, because it's in their best interest. And you know, we don't have to talk about Hulu and all these other...
Well, Ramvaz actually put up Hulu, so...
yeah. Oh, it's funny. Look, at the end of the day, if it's really... The funny part is if you do hit on all cylinders and you do make it work, the reality is your strategic investor sitting there going, well, great, now I should be in that business.
Yeah.
So just like Hulu didn't have much ad revenue, when it becomes enough ad revenue that your heads of sales are sitting there from the traditional media companies saying, we need this inventory, or your Amazon now investing in Living Social. I mean, there's so many different you know, examples of strategics investing that you sit there and go, if this is a great business, your strategic sometimes becomes your competitor.
If you're going to raise strategic money. Yeah. Raise it in a C round, meaning not early. Try to raise 3 or 4 strategic investors at the same time. And, you know, you can raise at whatever price. Do not give up things like ROFRs.
Right.
ROFR stands for right of first refusal. And be conscious, if you have one strategic investor, I don't know, let's call that investor SAP. I'm not going to pick on SAP, but let's call it SAP. And then one day you're trying to sell your business to Oracle, or you want to have an open sale. The guys at Oracle, are, I mean, they'll look, but they'll think, I'm just a stalking horse for SAP. So they'll think either, I spend all this time looking at you and SAP just buys it anyway, or if SAP's not buying it, what's wrong with it? Because they have the inside track, right?
And you know, the reality is, and if we're talking about startups, I get the privilege of working with you on Launchpad, and I get this a lot in these conversations. If your only money that you could possibly raise is coming from a strategic, and you're saying, look, venture capital doesn't understand my business, the strategic is a forward-thinking company, they know this problem, so they want to write the check, just sell your company to them. Yeah. I mean, don't even bother going through this cycle. Don't do the right of first refusal. Don't take, I would just figure out a price and sell it to them, because at that point...
I could not agree more.
Just... It's a win. Move on.
If you can't raise venture capital and you need money or angel money or whatever form of money, the only source you have is strategic, just sell it to them.
Just sell it.
Yeah, just be done.
Yeah.